So, last night while I was working, it was really annoying for the fact that it's the middle of goddamn December, and it was raining. But then again, it was also like 50 degrees, but it's like, winter, can you make up your mind and decide what the fuck you want to do? Like, do we really need this random sporadic weather change? It's just annoying because I'm a cart pusher, so I don't exactly like it being, fucking raining in the middle of December. But now, there's snow on the ground, so it's like, really, make up your goddamn mind. But anyways, hey guys, wow, we got a game here today against WeedleTwineedle, another game from my stream. We'll be streaming today, so I might start early for you European dudes, we'll see, but whatever the case, let's get into this game. Using that one really old team that had the crocodile and shit on it, opponent's team, he's got a few lower tier things, but they're all still threats all the same, but the main things I'm going to look at on his end are going to be the Mienshao, Darmanitan, and Greninja, just because once he has enough things that can get rid of my Conkeldurr, so once that's out of the way, Greninja's going to run train on me. Well, also, I have Venusaur to extend to deal with it, but he's got plenty of things to deal with Venusaur and Conkeldurr, so once he gets those out of the way, he's going to have a really easy free reign on my team, so I got to make sure I kind of preserve Venusaur and Conkeldurr pretty decently, because they're going to run train on him, but he's got plenty of dudes to deal with them. But, I just got to make sure I don't play my dudes too recklessly, and I should be okay. But leads on his end, I figured either Greninja or Rotom might want to lead, so I figured my own Greninja would be good to lead off with, so I'm going to do that. However, I get kind of cold feet with the Rotom leading, and I'm thinking maybe, on the off chance he might be Scarfed, I might as well just make the safe switch out to Venusaur, just so that I don't risk anything. It's not like I'm in a huge risk situation right there, but Venusaur is an all-around safe switch in, so I might as well just try it and see what happens. Which, he goes straight for Thunderbolt, which is going to make me believe he might just be Scarfed, but there's still no real tell as far as that goes, so there's not much I can really think about at that point, but I go for Leech Seed, knowing he'll most likely want to switch out, because that seems like the safe play to do for him. He goes into Glalie, which works, because having a nice Leech Seed off on that is great. And now I can safely go into Scizor. I know this is going to be his Mega, so I can essentially take any hit Glalie wants to go for, and I kind of assumed, looking at its move pool, it should have everything to hit Scizor with, so I can safely go into that, take whatever which happens to be the Double Edge, even with the Refrigerate, it's not going to do too much, and I do get Leech Seed recovery, so that's going to work very nicely on my end. However, I know he's going to switch right out, because he really has no business staying in, especially when he has no moves that are going to be really effective against me. So I'm just going to go straight for U-turn, which goes into Ferrothorn, which I get hit by Iron Barbs, but the U-turn does a fairly substantial chunk. So I'm going to be sitting pretty nicely to go into whatever I want, which is going to be Conkeldurr, just because nothing on his team appreciates a Drain Punch. It's not that they can't take it, it's just not as widely appreciated as it could be, so I can safely just go for Drain Punch. He's able to live with just the tiniest sliver, which means I'm going to have to take extra Iron Barbs damage to take this thing out, which is unfortunate, but it shouldn't matter too much in the long run. He gets his Rocks up, which is going to matter more, but I'm able to take him out with the next Drain Punch, and that's the end of Conkeldurr. Or not Conkeldurr, Ferrothorn. So that's nice to get out of the way, just because it's an annoying ass wall. I don't like dealing with it, but he's going to go into the Mienshao. I thought there was a chance I'd be able to take a hit and then just hit him with a Drain Punch, just because Conkeldurr has good bulkiness to it. But unfortunately, he is able to just straight up take me out with a High Jump Kick, which means I kind of lose my Conkeldurr for no reason, but at the same time, I didn't have much I want to take a hit from Mienshao. Here, though, I'm going to go into Thunder, since I know he has a Life Orb. I know I can outspeed him and try and take him out with Thunderbolt. He was more hoping I was just going to go for Volt Switch, or that he could live a hit. Or I guess that was going to overpredict, but here it goes into Rotom. I kind of spaced on the fact that it could potentially be Choice Scarf, so I just go for Volt Switch, figuring, okay, I'll get some damage off and then see what he wants to do. It's more or less the damage aspect of it is what I was going for, but there he thought I would assume the Scarf and switch out to switch out to the Glalie to take on my incoming Venusaur, but I just Volt Switched, and that took it out. I think I got a crit, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways, just because Glalie was so low on health, so it was like, whatever, but win to Venusaur, because I thought it'd be all-around safe, but I forgot he had Darmanitan, so I had to switch out, because I still needed Venusaur for his Rotom and his Greninja, and here the Darmanitan subs up. So immediately I think, fuck, if I am not able to break his sub with Bullet Punch, he's going to sweep me because he can just set up a belly drum right there, because that's what the sub was telling me was a belly drum, and he gets a Salic boost. So basically, if I cannot kill this Darmanitan right here with Bullet Punch, I lose, which I assume, or I couldn't tell if I could kill it or not because I got a crit on the sub, but I kind of assumed Darmanitan's low defense stat I should be able to take out, which luckily I am, so I avoided that mid-game sweep right there, which is really fortunate because, yeah, I wouldn't have appreciated getting swept that randomly in the game. But if it happened, you know, I probably deserved it. But whatever the case, his Greninja comes in, I just go for the Bullet Punch just because that's what I'm locked into, and I might as well get a free switch out since Scizor isn't going to be that needed anymore, so I might as well play it safe right there. Bringing my own Greninja because I know all its speed, and since he's locked, or not locked into, but since he is a fire type there, I know he's most likely going to want to go into Rotom, not wanting to let his Greninja go right away, and I just go for Dark Pulse to take, or make Rotom take a good amount of damage. Again, I spaced out on the fact that it could be Scarfed, so I just went for another Dark Pulse to try and take it out, which I take it out, but he misses Hydro Pump in the process, which kind of mattered in the sense that I would have lost Greninja, but didn't matter in the sense that I still had Venusaur to take on Rotom and the Greninja all the same, so I would have just brought in Venusaur anyways, just took it down with Giga Drain. If you want to go to Greninja, that would die too, so either way, both Pokemon would have died, and I still would have had the match, but instead, I get to finish off with Greninja U-turn, so yay, that is the 3-0 victory for me, I think, but GG, Weedle, it was fun. Nice to see some lower tier stuff actually doing work, but, you know, whatever. But anyways, that'll be it for this, so hope you guys enjoyed. Such blah, recommend sub, and later, guys.